30 yards, and he comes sneaking in behind this bank. Alright, so a little bit of the story on how I got this gobbler. I tried to locate some turkeys early in the morning, and it didn't go all that well, and so I was moving back and forth, and I knew this gobbler was down in here, but I wasn't sure exactly where he was. But I kind of gave up on another area and decided, alright, it's time for me to go in and see if I can find this bird and do it carefully. So I'm coming back what we refer to as below the lake, and I come back to the main trail, and I owl-hooted about 5 minutes earlier back at the beginning of the trail, because it seemed like these gobblers, if there was more than one, they would wait to gobble until it was like 5 or 10 minutes late after you had located or you had yelped. So I was like, that's how they're going to operate. Then I'm just going to go ahead and give them give them the call early. So I did that. I owl-hooted early, and then walked back here. And I got back here to where I was pretty sure I better make sure I know where they're at. And then I heard him gobble, and I was like, yeah, he's close enough for me to call. So he was kind of working with my expectations at that point. So anyways, I came off of the trail, and as you can see, you got some tall pines around here, and these sand mounds. I don't know what exactly made these sand mounds, but these sand mounds work real well because the gobblers, the turkeys, when they're moving through here, they have to come across these sand mounds and stuff, and they think that they can look over them. Anyway, it worked out great because I came off the main trail and sat down at the bottom of a pine tree and made sure my view was really good, and set up and just did some soft calling. And he was always delayed in his gobble, like he would 5 or 10 minutes later he would gobble, and especially if a crow or something hit, he would gobble at that. And so I was thinking, well, he's probably got some hens with him. Well, anyways, I thought I saw a hen move, and my video camera was pointed right at that area, so I was like, this is good. And I thought I heard some spitting and drumming a couple minutes earlier, soon after I'd set up, and I was like, man, it's a good thing I didn't go any further than what I did. So anyways, I set up at the base of this nice pine tree, and it felt real good because it got all these sand mounds around here, and everything makes it so that they have to get within shooting distance for them to see me. And so I just did some soft calling. There was one time in there, it was about a 10-minute period, maybe a 15-minute period, but there was a time period in there where I went to an excited yell, thinking maybe I'd get him to gobble because he's kind of going into a shut-up mode. I think he was just walking in slow, but he wouldn't gobble at that. So I went back to really soft calling, and I didn't do a lot of calling. You'll probably hear some on the video, but anyways, he come right into this sand mound, and he walked, and he just poked his head up. I mean, real high. I couldn't see a beard, but the color of his head and the color of his body, everything, I knew he was a gobbler. And he had gobbled just 30 seconds earlier, and I knew it was him that was behind that sand mound. So I was like, he's a gobbler. And now here he is, his head, anyways, he stood up nice and tall. It was in a nice window as well, and so I had already had the safety off. I just eased the gun up and put that red dot on him and squeezed the trigger. And it is number 9 TSS, federal TSS. And he went down, which I was sure he would, 30 yards. With that, he was hurting. And he was a nice bird. He's probably, he might be a 2, he might be a 3. Anyways, I need to do some measurements on the beard and stuff like that. But yeah, it's April the 3rd, 2023, and here's my first bird to kick off the 2023 spring turkey season. And this is great.